Hi, I'm Christine Chanot with CMC Properties United Real Estate Solutions, and I'm going to bring you a series that is called Homebuyer 101. I'm going to give you several tips and tricks and just prepare you for that home buying process and what it looks like in today's world. So many things have changed over the last year, actually several years, but at the end of the day, it's about you, the consumer. So I want to help protect you and give you some tips and tricks to make sure you have a lot of trusted advisors through the process. And away we go. You want to determine your why. So take a step back and think about your why. It could be because you are a senior who needs to downsize. It could be that you are a senior who has a medical condition or a financial issue, and we need to go ahead and sell your home and help you downsize or help you transition into senior living. It could be because you have relocated to the area and need something to possibly rent in the interim and then make a purchase. If you are relocating to the area and you decide that you'd like to build a home, we can go ahead and help with the entire process, but you need to have all of your ducks in a row, and that's what this series is about, is helping you navigate that process. So in determining your why, we've talked about a possibility of you being a senior and needing to downsize. We've talked about you moving to the area and relocating and needing something in your new home or new city. And now possibly, what if the decision's made for you? What if you have lost a job and maybe you're overstretched financially in the home you're in? Maybe you had several children and you want to downsize. Maybe you're having more children and you want to upsize. For whatever that reason is, again, step back, take pause, and understand your why. Now what? So you've determined the why you have to move. And the reason that is important is, let's say it is a financial reason, then you have a different sense of urgency than someone who is just considering making a move, or someone who is maybe their family is increasing and they need a larger home. There's a different scenario in play. And so we want to identify what those are so we understand the sense of urgency, and if there's not a sense of urgency. So now we're going to talk about now what. So the first thing I recommend is do not, I repeat, do not go on Zillow or Realtor.com and click buttons saying that you have an interest in a home. If you click those buttons, you will not be directed to the listing agent who will answer questions for you. You will be directed to someone who is paying, a realtor who is paying for buyer leads. We do that as well, so it's no judgment. Just understand that as a general consumer, if you are interested in buying a home or just out there looking to see what's in the market, do not click on those buttons. We're not even talking about interviewing realtors yet. We're talking about we're considering buying, or we know we have to buy, and so where are we starting? Go onto Realtor.com or Zillow and start looking at properties. Look through the photos. It doesn't hurt or cost anything to do that, but get yourself a notebook and write down all of the properties that are of interest to you and why they're of interest to you, whether it's a size, whether it's location, whether it's price. So the first thing I really want you to do is just make notes on what you think you're looking for, what you think suits your needs, and then go from there. But again, don't click on the button, say for more information, that you want more information. That will not help your process. Again, this process is to take pause and step back and take your time and make the right decisions starting from zero. Now that you've done a quick search, and you've kind of identified some homes that are of interest to you, and you've identified what is appealing about these homes, whether it's price, size, location, I also want the first call for you to be to your loan officer. If you do not have a loan officer, please get recommendations. We are more than happy to partner you with our lender partner. We can make several recommendations for you. There are several amazing ones out there, but there are several who are not that great. Just like with realtors, we have to have your best interest in mind. We want to take our time, make the right choices, partner with the right people who really put the consumer first. And so with respect to your loan, we want you to understand there are different loan types. and which ones make the most sense for you. But I will say, going into the loan process, you do not have to have 20% down. So don't let that past concept or that past requirement from decades ago prohibit you from buying now. There are several conventional programs where you really only have to put 3.5% down. FHA, where you maybe only have to put 3% down. And there are still different loan types where you have 100% that you can have a loan for. So understanding that, but the only way you understand that truly is by partnering with a loan officer. We want you to have an idea of your budget. So a lot of times consumers will go to their loan officer and the loan officer says, okay, will you qualify for $400,000? That is not necessarily what I would want you to consider as your realtor. I want you to look at the whole picture. So as an example, a home in downtown Knoxville or close to the city with city taxes and a home in just Knox County, possibly Hardin Valley, Farragut, Bearden area, the taxes are different. So a $400,000 home here and a $400,000 home here are not going to yield the same monthly budget. So they're not going to be the same monthly cost. And so you want to identify what those factors could be. Another consideration could be HOA. Is it in a neighborhood where there's an HOA? Well, that fee affects your monthly budget. We want you to know your budget and do a deep dive into what that could do to impact your life. And your trusted lender partner will do that for you. Once you have found a lender partner, the next thing I want you to do is take your notes of all the homes that you listed there that are of interest to you, that you think you can afford or that you think would fit your budget. And once you've met your loan officer and partnered with them, give them one or two as an example and say, please draft me a loan estimate for this particular one. They will go ahead and look at every cost that could be associated with that home, taxes, HOA, etc., interest rates, in addition to your credit score, your income, your assets. All of that put together will give you a terrific loan estimate. That is where we want you to start as realtors to understand your budget. It's what you're going to be spending monthly for that one home. And so again, I want you to step back, look at some homes, make some notes, make your decisions about why, what is your sense of urgency, partner with your loan expert, understand the loan type that works for you, and understand what you need to or can pay every month for this particular home. You've got to think about long term. I know a lot of people say, well, this is my forever home. A lot of people say, well, I may only want to live in this home for 3 years. Whatever your initial thought is, life changes. And that's one of the biggest factors about buying a home is life changes. And so I want you to think about the long term and the impact that could have on you. The next time we meet, I will be talking about selecting a realtor. So again, this first session was not even about talking to or sitting down with your realtor. That'll be next up, is building that lasting, trusting relationship with your realtor. The next topic after that, we're going to talk about selecting your must-haves in a home versus your wants and wishes. They're not always the same. The next topic that I'd like to discuss is preparing and submitting a clean offer. So now you've found the perfect home for you. We need to prepare and we need to put together the best offer to get that home for you, but we also want to protect your best interests. The next topic would be getting through the inspections and all of the contingencies. And the last topic will be getting to the closing table. So I'm super excited to bring this series to you. Can't wait to give you some tips and tricks that have worked for us over the last 10 years of doing business. Again, the market shifts, the market changes. Knoxville is still a terrific market to buy a home, but we want to help you navigate that process. So have a great day. And I'm Christine Chenot with CMC Properties United Real Estate Solutions. Have a great day.